Morton sent me a nicely crafted message. It seems he recalls our conversations about the Solarian equivalent of transhumans.
If I could, I'd stop you right there.
Transhumans have some of their brain's abilities, such as memory, supplemented or entirely replaced by cybernetics. Legal definitions vary from planet to planet. The Solarians embrace the concept. Humans have diverse and contentious opinions.
Do my implants make me a transhuman?
That would be telling.
What?
I'm sorry. That was a joke. You are fully human. Cerberus extensively reconstructed you, but your brain functions are organic.
Don't ever do that again.
Commander, nice to see you again.
How are you settling in, Traynor?
I actually feel somewhat useful. It's been challenging to integrate data feeds for the War Summit.
How are the systems holding?
Well, I'm glad we performed stress tests.
Specialist Traynor has been extremely helpful. The accuracy of our war room data is a direct result of her work.
Thank you, Edie. I'm still getting used to all of this. In the lab, we'd hoard everything, piles of tech everywhere. Out here, it's like living out of a shoebox.
And this is just with a skeleton crew. You should see this ship when it's fully staffed.
Oh, no, Commander. I'm not complaining. This is wonderful. Back in the lab, we had to hoard because we had no budget. Now, Edie, Matriarch Aethyta uses a proprietary smart processing algorithm that could clean up our long-range data. Can we license it?
We can. Analyzing and applying the upgrade now. The algorithm should reduce long-range strategic combat data analysis time by 3%.
Impressive.
If it means getting the equipment I need, I can quite happily live out of a shoebox.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I need a cab to the Presidium.
It'll be there momentarily.
After all, it's not like I'm the reason you're breaking up with him, right? It's the war.
I'm not sure what that has to do with anything.
You said he'd been distant, and that the war made everything clearer. That things weren't working.
Yes, but meeting you was what made me realize how bad it had gotten.
I'm not the one who broke up your relationship.
Really? Was it someone else who pinned me to the wall with her mouth?
Man, you look horrible.
I'm willing to bet you look worse than I do.
Yeah, well, did you hear about the chemical fire and those kids from level E24 that they brought in last night?
Yeah, I was there when they brought them in.
Shit. I am so sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up. Look, if you need anything...
I don't want to talk about it.
Hey, I remember you.
Shepard, right? Heard you're fighting the Reapers.
Matriarch Aethyta. You were working on Ilium. How'd you end up here?
With the Reapers making noise, I figured it was time to get somewhere safer. So I moved here.
I don't think so. I've seen some video footage of you looking at Liara.
Yeah. Matriarch Benazia was her mother. And, well, she doesn't know it, but I was her father.
You mean you were her other mother, right?
No, I didn't pop her out. Hell, she's never even met me.
Sorry. If you were human, you'd both be called the mother. Regardless of which one gave birth.
Well, I'm not human, am I? Anthropocentric bag of dicks.
If you care enough to stalk her, you'd be better off introducing yourself.
Her mother made a choice. You expect me to just pull up a chair and say hi 100 years later? Besides, this isn't charity work. She's one of the biggest intel brokers in the galaxy. And she's got some shady connections. Like a girlfriend who used to work for Cerberus.
I only worked with Cerberus to fight the Reapers.
And you're not with him now. I know. If you were, you wouldn't get within a light year of Liara.
Is that a threat?
I'm no commando, but I've had 1,000 years to learn to fight dirty. Nobody messes with my girl. Anyway, you combine her work with Benazia and... well, the matriarchs might have ordered a hit if I hadn't agreed to keep an eye on her.
You should come clean with her. It'd be better for everyone.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
That bartender over there?
The matriarch hired by the Asari government to track my movements?
She's your father.
I know.
I never get to surprise you with anything.
I'm a very good information broker.
And you haven't talked to her about spying on you?
If I did that, they might send someone who wasn't as sympathetic to me. Besides, this is hardly the time for family reunions.
Liara.
Oh, fine.
Come on. You can't blame the matriarchs for keeping an eye on you.
I am not my mother.
You did threaten to flay someone alive with your mind.
I had to make them take me seriously. I wasn't going to actually do it. And... you bugged my office on Ilium.
That'd be the logical conclusion. Yeah.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please, one moment, please. Now arriving at ward level.
So I thought about talking to Commander Bailey some more about that guy scamming the refugees.
Really? What'd he say?
Any idea how busy he is? I said I thought about talking to him, not that I did.
Damn it. One of these days I'm going to shoot you.
Nah, you won't. I'm the only one willing to stand here with you all day.
Shut up.
bastards had us. Assholes.
Shit, they just kept coming and coming. And not even sure from where. Fucking hell.
And poor Bilal. They didn't have to take him out like that. Brutal. Brutal. Brutal.
Seriously, hook me up here. I had a few on the way in, but I need something cheap and fruity, like you.
Listen, Mel.
And then I want to see dancers, and not just crappy pole work.
Mel.
Like, take the raunchiest thing you can imagine, and then add a hanar hanging on somewhere.
Mel. Listen, the guys are kind of weirded out by you being here.
Look who's here. I was asked here. Yes. How very obedient of you. I'm responding to your message, Aria. About gaining control of the merc gangs and using them for the war. So what do I have to do? Meet with Gnarl, my agent who's dealing with the Blood Pack. He can tell you everything you need to know. And I already have a deal with Jonas Sidaris, the Eclipse leader. You just have to get your friend, Commander Bailey, to let her out of jail. You obviously don't know Bailey very well. Bailey respects you. Lean on him. Now, a united force of professional mercs is just one thing I can offer you. Like I said, Cerberus took Omega from me. If you help me get it back, all the resources there are yours. Including me. Sounds interesting. It's always a pleasure, Shepard. Let me know if you want to talk later.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. Areas tagged of interest to you are highlighted on the elevator menu. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium
Where is
Commons.
this going? Because if this isn't serious, then we need to talk.
These are two different things. You're important to me, but it's not healthy to rush from one relationship to another.
Well, I need to rush somewhere. If I end it with him, then I lose my partner benefits, and that includes my apartment.
Okay, so maybe, just for your own security, you need to figure out an exit strategy before you talk with him.
I thought I had.
And I cherish the time we've had together. But...
yeah.
Quick, hands behind your back. They'll be here any minute.
What the hell are you talking about?
Crete, Blood Pack's leader. Aria brings him the great Commander Shepard. Crete pledges the gang to her. We're just luring him into the open so we can take him out.
Not the best start to our friendship, Gnarl.
He's coming. Put your hands behind your back and try to look like I beat you up or something.
This better be on the up and up.
Quiet!
Aria to look even more powerful than Crete thought. Her instructions on boarding Citadel undetected were one thing. Now this. Commander Shepard, want you to know, your head will be hood ornament on my personal shuttle.
Keep your distance, Crete. So, do you agree to Aria's terms?
Most definitely. Aria can use Blood Pack as she sees fit.
Wasn't talking to you, Crete. Grill?
What? You have my word. Now open fire!
Not him. Grill's next in line to take over. Aria's deal is with him.
Yes. Yes. I'm Aria's mole, Shepard. You've scratched my back. Now I'll scratch yours.
Word of advice, don't double-cross Aria.
I may be ambitious, but I'm not crazy.
Uh-huh. Good work, Gnarl. Thanks for the gun.
Anytime, Shepard. Grill and I will let Aria know the light is green.
You don't think Sanctuary is real?
Real prefab shelters and cheap nutrient paste, baby. The profit margin must be higher than a Hanar's water bill.
How can you think about profits at a time like this?
What's your name, dear?
Sarah?
Sarah, have you ever heard of Elkos Combine?
Sure. Don't they make, everything?
Roop Elkos. Pleasure to meet you.
One of the universities is supposed to send in more residents to help with all the new refugees.
Yeah, they've been promising
Well, we're luckier than most other hospitals. At least our budget cuts are minimal.
Shit, don't remind me. My old job had the emergency ward night staff cut to half before I left.
Oh, let me guess. You don't process as many patients as the day shift. I've got the numbers to prove it.
Typical administrator who has no clue what's going on in the ward.
The matriarchs aren't gonna do anything to you, especially in the middle of this damn war.
My reports don't show much activity from the Asari military against the Reapers.
Come on, you know how Asari work. Infiltration and sabotage.
But against Reaper forces, that's...
I know. About as useful as tits on a Hanar. Good thing we've got the Turians and the Krogan to do the heavy lifting. Our people just aren't built for the front ranks.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at ward level.
I'm not going to be able to put up with this assignment much longer.
I hear you. The way people in there keep acting like nothing's going on.
No, that's just them coping with the war. It's the bottom feeders that are getting to me. Profiteering on the lives the war is destroying. It's sick.
It's just business as usual as far as they're concerned. And for some, it's even more business than usual.
I hate that they're getting away with this. And we just sit here doing nothing while people on Palaven are dying.
We could leave, quit CSEC, go to Palaven to help with the war effort, find your family.
You, spirits, you do that?
We're partners, aren't we? Of course I would.
No. I'm telling you, I saw the look in his eye before he started off across that street. It was like, come and get me, Death. You piece of shit.
But you're not getting anyone else.
Exactly. You're not getting anyone else.
Why are the guys weirded out? Do they think I'm gonna want guys dancing? Because I'm fine with Asari.
No, they're...
This one act I caught on Ilium, she starts out dressed as a commando, but by the end... Well, I never looked at a shotgun the same way again.
No, it's because you're a woman.
What the hell?
Gnarl tells me Crete fell for our ambush. I knew he couldn't resist getting his hands on you. Next time, warn me I'm your bait. I'll consider it. Your timing is excellent, by the way. Darner Vosk, the leader of the Blue Suns, just arrived on the Citadel. Seek him out. Vosk knows what needs to be done. Any questions? How do we get the Blue Suns on our side? Their leader, Darner Vosk, is a twisted little criminal. I expected his demands to be unreasonable, but it turns out he's the biggest pushover of them all. Talk to him. I'll let you be the judge. Call me if you need to. Why come here, of all places? I guess I have a secret weakness for repression. Truth is, it's all about access, and the Citadel is well connected. I'll suffer through the nauseating hypocrisy as long as I have to. What's new with you? That's supposed to be funny? Let's see. I've lost Omega. I got C-Sec eyes all over me, and I'm holed up in this poor excuse for a nightclub. Can't even get an ovarian rub here. In other words, I'm in hell. Sounds like you have a lot to worry about. I'll get out of your hair. You're quite the comedian today. We'll be seeing each other soon, Shepard.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Docking Bay E-24, emergency civilian housing.
I wasn't on Karshan when the Reapers came. I was above it.
A sheep?
Weather satellite. We're getting weird readings. I'm network admin, so I went up to check the hardware. I'm unscrewing the panel when the radio goes quiet. Then I noticed these red dots on Karshan. Thought I'd just stared into the sun. Then I saw the smoke. Reaper ships.
Bastards.
Reports suggest he has also offered an invitation to the Krogan. Asari intelligence is reporting sightings of Reaper forces in the Celia Nebula and the Nimbus cluster. Using Hades Gamma as a staging area.
Wow. Aria wasn't kidding. The great Commander Shepard on a leash.
I'm here for my own reasons, Vosk.
Oh, sure you are. Anyway, tell her I'm impressed, but to do business, I still need my little problem taken care of.
Which is?
A Turian general named Oraka has it out for the Blue Suns. He's raising a stink over our activity in this sector. I'll commit my gang to Aria as soon as Oraka's dead.
There must be more to Oraka's complaint.
We're just making little raids along trading routes. With Aria's blessing, I might add. Oraka's just some military fossil who came out of retirement to relive the glory days and justify his existence. Losing him won't affect your war in the least, but gaining the Blue Suns, well, you know our work.
You seriously think I'll assassinate a Turian general?
Aria seems to think so. Or else, why would she send you? She knew the price. The two of you work it out. Oh, and, tell Aria I still expect her blue ass in bed with me.
What is it, Shepard? You knew about this? Can you be more specific? Darner Vosk expects me to kill General Oraka.
Who cares what Vosk wants? What he needs is for Araka to stop disrupting his operations. I figured you'd talk to Araka, see if you can get him to lay off. And if he won't listen to reason, call me, and I'll take care of it.
No need to candy coat it, Aria.
Ah, Shepard, you think you know me so well.
I just don't see why you couldn't tell me the details yourself.
Vosk needed to see you, needed to realize who he's dealing with. Plus, if I have to suffer that scumbag staring at my tits one more time, I might have to kill him.
Yeah, he mentioned that,
That I'm going to sleep with him? We all have our delusions.
What about the food we were promised?
It's been allocated to the Presidium.
Then contact Commander Bailey over at CSEC. Tell him Garrus Vicarian would consider it a personal favor if he could reallocate the shipment so these people don't starve.
Cerberus forces have reportedly attacked a Solarian medical facility on Sur'kesh. Solarian officials had no comment. Refugees from Reaper-occupied colonies are being placed in makeshift camps in Citadel docking bays.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. 1 moment, please. Now arriving at
I
Presidium
think I'm
Commons.
ready to end it with him. Things weren't great even before he deployed, and if I pretend to be happy over the vids, it's not fair to him.
Psi intelligence is reporting sightings of Reaper forces in the Selene Nebula and the Nimbus cluster. Using Haze Gamma as a staging area.
Commander Shepard.
General Oraka. I think we met in Korra's den. You were pretty miserable, if I recall.
Yes, neck deep in drink just before I retired. I'm clean now, reinstated.
I hear you're taking on the Blue Suns.
I need to do my part for the Citadel, Commander. The Blue Suns are raiding CSEC weapons shipments. I'm putting a stop to that. Those mercs are seriously jeopardizing the Citadel's ability to defend itself if the war comes here. When the war comes here.
There are other ways to secure weapons, General.
You don't think I've tried? There's a black market dealer on Citadel right now, but he won't sell his top-line arms. The Reapers are destroying everything in their path, and I can't stop them. But I can stop the Blue Suns.
Let me see what I can do for you.
I'd appreciate your help, and I'll have a plan of action ready if things fall through.
So, yeah. My dad was a Krogan.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
So, that makes you a quarter Krogan.
That's not how it works.
I'm 1,000 years old. I've had kids with Hanar. Don't tell me how Asari reproduction works.
Wait, I have a half-sister who's part Hanar.
I thought that wasn't how it worked.
Officials have no comment. For a fresh, spreadable alternative, try McSorley's cloaca margarine. Free-range organic colonies are being placed in makeshift camps in Citadel docking.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about volunteering for a double shift.
Are you insane? We're hardly getting enough sleep as it is.
Well, if I'm not going to sleep, I might as well at least make myself useful, right?
Damn, I'm tired if that argument makes sense. Maybe I should volunteer too.
We won't be the only ones.
You talked to the others, didn't you? Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, but I saved the best for last.
Forces have rapidly expanded into the Gemini Sigma and Voyager clusters. If you are not sure where to go,
Look, Commander, I don't want any trouble. I'm authorized to sell here, and all my arms are legal, see?
These are lightweight weapons. Where's your top-end inventory?
Shit, you slumming for C-Sec too? I already got harassed by the old Turian with a bad attitude. Yeah, I got much better stuff, but it's off the market. Galaxy's going belly up. Credit won't mean anything once the Reapers rip through.
So what exactly are you saying?
Whatever happens, I figure there'll be survivors, but it'll be chaos. I'm betting things will run on a barter system. So I'm getting a jump. My best stock only trades for hard goods and artifacts with real value.
These weapons are for the war. If you don't do your part, I can make your life very unhappy.
I'm sure you could. But even if you rough me up or kill me, my partners won't release the weapons without my okay. If you find any rare pieces when you're out saving the galaxy, bring them back. Then I'm happy to share my top stock with C-Sec, no problem. Outside of that, I gotta stick to my guns.
The lawless homeworld, Irun, has fallen to Reaper forces. Bonus refugees are reportedly fleeing to Turian colonies. Sur'kesh. Solarian officials...
So, you're making money off this war?
Are you kidding? Elkos Combine sells weapons, armor, and funeral services. If you can arm them and bury them, you never have to fly coach. Isn't that a save?
I don't think so.
Well, it should be.
Primarch Victus has requested a war summit of council races, and reports suggest he has also offered an invitation to the program.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. If you have a question, please consult an Avena terminal for assistance. Areas tagged of interest to you are highlighted on the elevator menu.
Margarine, made from free-range organic aria.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I need a cab to the Presidium.
It'll be there momentarily.
Have you decided how to tell him?
I don't know. A text message is so impersonal. He's off risking his life.
I don't think I can do this anymore.
I know what you mean. I thought our training prepared us for everything.
Every time that Asari commando sees me, she just starts screaming.
I have noticed many displays of public affection on the Citadel. The rate seems disproportionately high.
Everybody could die tomorrow, Edie. Hooking up is one of the few things they can do.
I wonder if this is how the Krogan feel.
Welcome to the Citadel gift shop. All proceeds from today's purchases go toward the Turian war effort.
Oh, that's a lovely idea.
Well, we all need to do our part. Have you seen the bids about Paladin?
Oh, no, it's amazing. Can you imagine something like that happening here?
I'm sure the Turians will take care of things before we have to worry about that. Anyway, would you like to make a purchase?
Yes, yes, of course. Anything for our troops.
You're back, huh? Any luck out there?
Here, I've got some pieces for you.
Done deal, Commander. Check in with General Oraka. You'll see I'm making C-Sec very happy.
Commander Shepard, I was just contacted by a black market dealer who's donating high-end weapons to C-Sec. He wanted you to know. Sounds like you came through.
And the Blue Suns can go about their business.
Now we'll be focusing on Citadel defense. It won't bring Paladin back, but it's something. Thank you, Commander.
All I'm saying is, if you feel the urge to headbutt something, it's genetic.
I have never wanted to headbutt anything.
Really? Not even a little bit? Come on.
I do not headbutt people.
All right, fine. Don't go all blood rage on me.
Or what? You'll tell the other matriarchs to order a hit.
Hey, that's not gonna happen.
Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at ward level.
Can't believe he did that. They were refugees. Damn it, it's not like they had much left to start with.
Lost their homes, their loved ones, and some con artist swindled them out of what little they have left.
Can't believe they won't let us stop the bastard. We still ought to do something about it.
You heard the commander. No proof, no arrest. Guy filed a harassment complaint last time, remember? Gotta watch our backs.
Not much we can do with this new detail anyway. What are we, a couple of mall cops?
Should've just shot the bastard when we had the chance.
Didn't think I was making it off, Benny.
No, neither did I. Neither did I.
They had us. If he hadn't drawn their fire, well, we wouldn't have made it. Nope, not a goddamn chance. I couldn't have done that, what he did.
I'm a woman? Holy crap, I'm a woman. Where did these tits come from?
Mel, listen.
Were they cloaked? Are they infiltrator tits? Could there be more of them hiding?
Nobody is denying that you're a great soldier.
What is this, my damn eulogy? Shut up and buy me a drink.
The guys came here to, be guys, and they don't think they can do that with you here.
Why not? Wait, are you guys gonna get bare-assed? Do you need me to get bare-assed?
What? No! God, no.
Darner Vosk enjoyed your little meeting. I'm impressed you found a way to get General Araka to back off the Blue Suns. Violence can often be avoided, but at the expense of time, which we don't have a lot of. This leaves only the Eclipse. I've leaned on the Council to release Jonah Sidaris from prison, but Commander Bailey is stalling. Get him to stand down, and Sidaris will bend her knee to me. Questions? How am I supposed to talk Bailey into letting Jonas Sidaris out of prison? I've already leaned on the Council. Bailey is in direct defiance of their order. So talk to him. One Boy Scout to another, chain of command and all that crap. Scare him if you have to. We'll talk later. I'm sure.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Welcome to Sur'kesh.
All profits from sales go to help new medical research. Thank you for coming to Sur'kesh. How can we help you? Be safe.
So you went back to the farm.
We snuck down the hill. We were hungry, filthy. They'd turned the towel into a kind of tunic. They'd cleaned up the bodies to make more husks, I figured. But there were still farmers alive. They were being held prisoner. And Naira was there, directing the other forces. I could see her. I got within 10 meters of her. If I just had my gun.
What happened next?
I got to the prisoners. The farm girl unlocked their restraints, and that's when they all started screaming.
Hey, Shepard. If you came to spring me, you're late. I'm getting out soon.
Good to hear.
Maybe you already saw the vid, but I accepted Udina's offer.
Spectre Kaidan Alenko. That's a big deal.
Only the second human Spectre. It's humbling. Udina thinks they may have a pretty big ceremony, even with the war. And he says a celebration will give folks something hopeful to latch onto.
You ready to take on that responsibility?
You set the bar pretty high, but I'll do my best. It's strange. On Mars, I should have died. The promotion from Anderson, Spectre status. These are terrible days. But I've been lucky.
You're perfect for the job. On Eden Prime, I could see there was something special about you. You're a good soldier.
That means a lot. I'm happy. I want to serve.
I thought you might want to join the Normandy.
Yeah. I have thought about that. I just need to get out of here first, though. Take care of some things. I've been trying to locate my old Spec Ops squads. My students from Biotics Division.
Any luck?
No. Probably went underground, but they'll turn up. If they were easy to find, they wouldn't be doing their jobs.
Well, let me know when you're out. Take care, Spectre Alenko.
Stay safe, Commander.
We have medical ships incoming from Paladin. All staff licensed to treat Turian patients, please remain on call.
Fierce fighting continues as the Reapers occupy most of Paladin. It appears that Turian forces may lose their planet. Please limit use of Turian synthetic thermal tissue unless authorized by management. Reports suggest he has also offered an invitation to the Krogan. Asari intelligence is reporting sightings.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Expanded into the Gemini Sigma and Voyager clusters. Humanity has suffered a heavy blow.
Good morning. I'm not sure why. There was something important I had to do, and...
Oh, are you looking for someone, ma'am?
Maybe. I have these papers, but I'm not sure why.
Here, why don't I take care of these for you? Would that help?
Yes. Yes, please. You know, you remind me of someone. My son. He's dating an Asari. She looks remarkably like you do. He's so very happy.
Thank you. That's wonderful, ma'am.
Shepard, I expect you're curious about Major Alenko.
What about him?
Kaidan's promotion to Spectre? Ah, I see. You were unaware. I approached him. We're in dire need of loyal agents, and he was willing.
It's about time someone recognized what Kaidan's capable of.
Yes, a biotic, combat veteran with no PTSD, leadership skills, and most importantly, he is incorruptible. I will be keeping him close, do not worry. The time, my schedule has a way of catching up to me. Will this be all?
I should go.
I'll be here.
Shepard, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Here to talk to you about releasing Jonas Sedaris.
Damn, you too? Somebody got the council to order her release. I'm delaying as best I can. What's your stake in this?
It's classified.
That's a fancy way of saying mind your own business. Look, there's no way I'm letting that psychopath out. The woman's unstable and a clear public threat.
What makes you think she's crazy?
She was a ruthless sadist before she got caught. Her imprisonment has cracked the shell off the nut.
Maybe freedom will improve her.
She rages day and night, Shepard, calling for the deaths of all Eclipse enemies. No, freedom will only give her the chance to kill.
I'd like access to her to judge for myself.
Sure thing. I'm sure you'll agree. Then maybe the council will listen to you and rescind the order. Go to the C-Sec outpost. My assistant will connect to Sedaris' cell from there. Then call me back.
Refugees from Reaper-occupied colonies are being placed in makeshift camps in the Citadel docking bays.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
The prisoners were indoctrinated.
I think.
And once the alarm was sounded,
Naira's eyes were black. The whole time, not just for a second. I could feel her mind from where I was standing. The humans were in the way, attacking us. I used my biotics. Flung them around. I'd been horrified when Naira tore the farmers apart, but goddess, I ripped them in half. And it felt good.
there's nothing shameful about feeling an adrenaline rush during battle.
I might have killed more than Naira and those husks did. She wanted them alive, to turn them, and I...
And you survived.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
I guess it doesn't matter how I do it. I just need to tell them about us.
Fierce fighting continues as the Reapers occupy most of power. It appears that Turian forces may lose their planet.
Nazi and I were together for more than a century.
You loved her?
Of course I loved her. She was so smart. Always thinking. Nice, too. Hell of a lot nicer than I am. And damn, that rack. I mean, even before she hit the Matriarch stage.
You don't need to tell me everything.
Refugees are reportedly fleeing to Turian colonies.
Turians and the Alliance are fighting for you.
Forces have reportedly attacked
I'll send the Alliance a car.
on Sur'kesh.
As for the Turians, well, I pay my taxes.
That's disgusting.
No, disgusting would be the tax rates for doing business on Thessia. Like I told Councilor Udina, if I wanted to get screwed by the Asari, I would have returned Venezia's calls.
I've connected with Jonas Sedaris in her cell, Commander. You can speak with her via that console.
Thanks. We'll need some privacy.
Of course. When you're done, you can also contact Commander Bailey from that terminal.
Who's that spying on me now? Ah, I see. Good. Aria's indentured servant has finally come to deliver me to freedom.
I want to talk with you before I secure your release.
Bullshit. You have no choice. And when I get out, heads will roll. Oh, yes. You've killed a lot of my people. Don't think I've forgotten that.
You have to move on.
And I will, once all my enemies are dead. I love holding all the cards. Even in here, you must deal with me. I have all the power.
Is that right?
Yes, Sane, my second-in-command, is a weak-willed toady. If he had balls, he'd leave me to rot and take control himself. But he won't defy me. He knows better. Now get me out of here, Shepard. Tell Bailey to release me.
Bailey, I've seen Sedaris.
So she's crazy, right? It would be ridiculous to let her out.
She's a menace. Let me try to make this problem go away.
Sounds good. I'll hold the line until I hear from you.
Using Hades Gamma as a staging area, Reaper forces have rapidly expanded into the Gemini sector. Humanity has suffered a heavy blow as Arcturus Station, capital of the Systems Alliance, has fallen to Reaper forces.
Nezzy was the only one who ever listened to me when I said the Asari were stuck in the past. Only difference was I wanted us to stand on our own. She wanted alliances with the other species.
Is that why?
Why it ended? Nah. Well, maybe. I don't know. Mostly it ended because she wanted to solve things a smart way. I wanted to fight.
Those aren't mutually exclusive.
Yeah. I hear you've racked up quite a body count. But then, you are a quarter Krogan.
Now you're doing it on purpose.
Made from free-range organic varan.
Primarch Victus has requested a war summit of Council races. Reports suggest he has also offered an invitation to the Krogan.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select. One moment, please. Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
We tried to run, again, but we were blocked. And the farm girl? Her leg was broken, bleeding bad. I knocked down a wall in a barn with a big warp field. I was so proud of that. And we hid.
They must have searched for you.
I'm an Asari huntress. No damn husk is gonna find me unless I let it.
But the farm girl who was with you?
Her leg was broken. She was whimpering, and in Naira, I saw her through a hole in the boards. She was coming closer with those dead black eyes. And Hillary, the farm girl, she couldn't stop crying. They were gonna hear.
What did you do?
What do you think?
select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Docking Bay E-24, Emergency Civilian Housing.
What will you do when they let us out of here?
Look for my wife. She was visiting family on Omega.
I hope you find her.
Yeah. Thanks. So, what are you going to do?
Get drunk, sign up with the Alliance, ask them for the biggest gun I can carry.
Nail a few Reapers for me.
Right between the eyes, my friend.
Cerberus forces have reportedly attacked a Solarian medical facility on Sur'kesh. Solarian officials have no comment.
Men, get ready for trouble.
Not here for that, Sane. Just want to talk about Jonas Sedaris' release.
Oh, you're the one coordinating that, right? My idea, you know. Aria came to me looking to gain Eclipse support. I'm leveraging it to bust the boss out.
I get it. I released Sedaris so you can take her down and assume control of the gang.
What? What are you...
It's brilliant. You'd earn Aria's respect instantly.
Yeah. You see right through me. And then I'd make the deal with Aria. Right?
Exactly. You got this all figured out.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's the plan. Let Sedaris out of jail. She won't be breathing free air for long.
Good man.
Fierce fighting continues as the Reapers occupy most of Palaven. It appears that Turian forces may lose their planet. Matriarch Victus has requested a war summit of Council races. Reports suggest he has also offered an invitation to the Krogan.
Heard you talked with Sedaris II in command. What are you up to, Shepard?
Release Sedaris immediately. She won't be a threat to anybody.
Something tells me I don't want to know. But I trust you. I'll release her today. Sure hope you don't come to regret this.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please. Now arriving at Ward's level,
I hate being stuck here. I hate this guard duty assignment. I hate everything right now. Nothing to do about it.
Those Cerberus bastards had us.
Assholes.
Shit, they just kept coming and coming. And not even sure from where. Fucking hell. And poor Bilal. They didn't have to take him out like that. Brutal. Brutal. Brutal.
Wait, is this because you all secretly want to nail me? Well, secretly except for Richards. He wrote poetry.
No, nobody wants to... Poetry.
Well, it didn't rhyme, but I think it was a prose poem. Or else he was hammered and messed up his punctuation.
No, listen, it's not like that.
So am I one of the guys or not?
Mel, you are totally one of the guys.
So buy me a damn drink, dumbass, and let's find some dancers. Lucky ones.
All right, deal. And later on, we're gonna kick Richard's ass.
Damn, I love Shorty.
The Blue Suns, Blood Pack, and Eclipse are in my pocket. I'll send them to war when you're ready for them. So what's on your mind, Shepard? What's new with you? That's supposed to be funny? Let's see. I've lost Omega. I got C-Sec eyes all over me, and I'm holed up in this poor excuse for a nightclub. Can't even get an ovarian rub here. In other words, I'm in hell. Is Darner Voss cooperating with you now? Getting General Araka off the Blue Sun's back did the trick. Voss still thinks he'll be getting me on mine, idiot. But he's committed his veteran soldiers to me. In turn, I commit them to you. Are the Blood Pack falling in line? With Grill in charge, where all systems go. It's his voice, but my words. Couldn't have asked for a better puppet. The Blood Pack have committed 2,000 Vorcha to the cause. They'll make up the bulk of the army. What have we gained by having the Eclipse at our disposal? A ton of mechs and elite troopers for stealth operations. Sane has turned out to be more malleable than Jonas Sedaris ever was. My control of Eclipse runs even deeper than I expected. You surprised me by taking such agency in the matter. What exactly have I acquired? An army that's willing to fight dirty, to do the things your respectable militaries won't do. Eclipse mechs and Vorcha legions are excellent candidates for vanguards in any ground offensive. Well worth the little song and dance I had you perform, I'm sure. How do you plan on taking Omega back? By brute force. And you'll be one of my brutes. It's gonna be a hell of a mission, believe me. I'm gonna slap Omega right out of the elusive man's greedy little hands. Whatever you say, Aria. Don't be a stranger.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Hello, ma'am. What can I do for you today?
Such a nice young woman. You remind me of someone. Well, I'm looking for my son. He's a soldier, you know.
I know. Please, Teresa, are you sure you don't remember me?
Calling me by my first name is very forward of you, young lady. I'd rather you didn't do that.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I must have confused you with someone else.
Oh, no worries, dear. Now, perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for my son. He's a soldier. He's been gone for a long while now.
Using Hades Gamma as a staging area, Reaper forces have rapidly expanded into...
Welcome, Commander. Commander Shepard. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
After all, it's not like I'm the reason you're breaking up with him, right? It's the war.
I'm not sure what that has to do with anything.
You said he'd been distant, and that the war made everything clearer. That things weren't working.
Yes, but meeting you was what made me realize how bad it had gotten.
I'm not the one who broke up your relationship.
Really? Was it someone else who pinned me to the wall with her mouth?
Refugees from Reaper-occupied colonies are being placed in makeshift camps in the Citadel docking bays.
It was pretty clear she was leaving. Can't be the wise counselor when you're married.
Why not?
Sex appeal. No species only pay attention if they want to have sex with you. So, you have to be available, mysterious.
What? That's not true. Shepard listens to me.
And how many times have you thrown her on the bed and peeled her out of her uniform?
Do you have to make it sound so tawdry?
If it's all civilized, you're not doing it right.
Using Hades Gamma as a staging area, Reaper forces have rapidly expanded into the Gemini Sigma and Voyager clusters.
I made her promise to let you go your own way, though. No matter what she wanted.
Really?
I knew you'd be special, kid. Any daughter of hers. I told her, you're treating her like a baby bird, Nezzy. She's gonna raise one hell of a storm with those little wings.
Little wing?
You okay?
Yes. Thanks.
One of the universities is supposed to send in more residents to help with all the new refugees.
Yeah, they've been promising
Well, we're luckier than most other hospitals. At least our budget cuts are minimal.
Shit, don't remind me. My old job had the emergency ward night staff cut to half before I left.
Oh, let me guess. You don't process as many patients as the day shift. I've got the numbers to prove it.
Typical administrator who has no clue what's going on in the ward.
You know, Sarah, while you worry about the war, I'm making plans for what comes afterwards. When our muscular allies wipe out the Reapers, idiots who paid through the cloaca to get to Sanctuary will have nothing. I, however, will be rolling in credits and future ex-wives.
Well, if you say so, maybe I won't go to Sanctuary.
Now you get it. Trust me, Sarah. You'll thank me later.
Primarch Victus has requested a war summit of council races. Reports suggest he has also offered an invitation to Krogan. Asari intelligence is
Better to remember her like this than as whatever she turned into with that Saren bastard.
It wasn't her fault. She was trying to stop Saren, guide him as a force of good. But she was indoctrinated.
Look, I heard stories about the Reapers messing with your head.
They're more than stories. I've seen it. Every Cerberus soldier is a Reaper slave. She fought it with every fiber of her being. She even broke free and helped Shepard on Noveria before she died. I was there. She said I'd made her proud.
All this time, I blame Nezzy for it. 1,000 years old and I still don't know crap. Thanks for telling me.
refugees from Reaper
Take care of yourself out there, okay, kid?
I will, Dad.
Hey, I've called a few friends. Commandos. Eclipse girls who owe me some favors. They're all yours. Just tell them where to go.
You're giving me Asari commandos?
Well, you're too old for me to buy you a damn pony.
You're the best father a girl could wish for.
Refugees from Reaper-occupied colonies are being placed in makeshift camps in a citadel a division of Elkos Combine. Fierce fighting continues as the Reapers occupy most of Palaven. It appears that Turian forces may lose their planet. Primarch Victus has requested a war summit of council races. Reports suggest he...
Come on. You can't blame the matriarchs for keeping an eye on you.
I am not my mother.
You did threaten to flay someone alive with your mind.
I had to make them take me seriously. I wasn't going to actually do it. And you bugged my office on Ilium.
That'd be the logical conclusion. Yeah,